Welcome to 2021. After a short break, we're back with CoronaTube Saxony. And you can tell by the weather, it's pretty grim outside, just like many people's mood right now. Today we're going to be talking about art and culture. And we've also got some info on the issue of vaccines for you.
Would you like to know what COVID is doing to our lives? Our team from CoronaTube Saxony will let you know. I'm Holger. And this is Maik. Let's go!
Today we'd like to take a glance at art and culture, because as we all know, the pandemic can get quite depressing, and especially in a situation like this, art could potentially be a nice change of scenery. We only realize what we're missing when we no longer have it. And now during the pandemic we all miss things like going to the cinema, to concerts, to the theater or to the zoo. None of this is possible right now. At the same time, art is very important for facilitating exchange and dialogue within our society. Art has the task of exposing social problems and discrepancies. But how visible is art? And how relevant is it for keeping society going? Many artists face financial hardship during the pandemic, and the worst thing is, they can no longer display their art the way they want. Art is changing, because the usual ways of displaying art can no longer be used. Artists need to think of new art forms to remain visible, and art becomes another area where the issue of digitalization becomes strikingly relevant. Losses that were made now will be very hard to compensate in the future. But the most important thing is the exchange with the audience, which is just not there during the COVID crisis. In the future, young artists will have a hard time as well. The economic pressure on the event management sector is very high, and companies are planning their event schedules with established artists to cover their costs and generate income. Because of the huge amounts of postponed events, schedules are tightly packed and open slots are scarce. A positive side effect of the situation is, however, that new formats of presenting art became established. There are more and more online concerts, which is pretty cool for concert lovers, because you can attend concerts from your sofa without having to travel and invest lots of money. For artists, it is a source of income which can be used to compensate losses. Of course, online concerts cannot replace an actual concert, but they may become a regular format even after the pandemic. Artists can use new formats to promote their art without high costs for organization and event planning. Finally, I just want to underline that art and culture have a positive impact on our society. To remain the artistic diversity in Saxony, it is very important to offer assistance programs for artists that experience financial difficulties. Hello everyone from the snow in Dresden. We've been waiting a long time and researchers tried their best. Shortly before Christmas, the first vaccine against SARS-CoV-2 was approved for use in the European Union, which is an mRNA vaccine. Holger asked me to tell you how an mRNA vaccine works. The vaccine contains so-called messenger RNA, which stands for ribonucleic acid. This was made artificially and provides the body with a blueprint for building a small part of the virus, namely the spike protein, which is a surface protein of SARS-CoV-2. Based on this incomplete form of the virus, the immune system can then produce antibodies, making us immune against the virus. This is very advanced technology because you become immune against the virus that you've never been exposed to. Despite the fact that the recently approved vaccines are the first ever mRNA vaccines, the technology itself is not new. Moreover, the process of immunization is very natural, because mRNA is always present in our cells, as it is needed to form new proteins. The mRNA in the vaccine will naturally disappear after some time. The ribonucleic acid in the vaccine contains just one single modified amino acid. This extends the longevity of the RNA and makes sure that it enters the cells and that antibodies can be formed. Even though vaccines are available, it will take a while until large parts of the population have been vaccinated. That's why we still need to maintain social distancing and hygiene rules, and to take care of one another and oneself. That was it for today. We're saying goodbye from the snow. One small appeal: support artists and stay healthy. See you next time.